Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to a bit of probably a random video. But it's a video that I've been wanting to take the time and sit down and do for a while. Also, if it seems like I look like a little bit of a mess, that's because I got out of school not long ago and I showered and I laid down for a little bit because the boy is very, very physically exhausted from the day that he just had. But I figured that we needed to sit down. Bothering me. It's a little off-centered. This is something that I feel like we needed to sit down and have a conversation about. Basically from me to you guys, just because I feel like with how things have been on the channel, they're not meeting my expectations, and I'm the one I've taken the blame for all of it because I am basically a one-man army. Where you're trying to combine words, one-man army when it comes to this YouTube channel. And if you see me looking down, it's because I got a couple sticky notes here because I wanted to make sure that I took notes, just as like topic points as we move throughout this video, rather, because it is something that I probably want to say I've been waiting to record for close to a year now. And I just haven't sat down and do it because I haven't ever felt like it's gotten to the point where I needed to sit down. Like, I know I needed to do it, but I just never did it, if that makes any sort of sense to you. But it has to do with the channel, of course, obvious enough, hopefully. And it's just with me and content as of late, I just feel like it has not been holding up to the same degree as it has in past months. Can't really pinpoint why, except for maybe the fact that I've been going through some burnout. I think that's been very, very obvious with this year, with 2025 as a whole. We didn't even do an update video of any sorts in 2024. And so I kind of wanted to sit down, and it's probably going to be like comparing apples to oranges with this sort of update video, but it still feels like an update video that needs to happen given the timing of where we're at right now, and again, how I'm feeling with everything. And I just basically want people to hear me on this because it's some relatively serious stuff, and I feel like if I don't talk about it, then that's not a good thing, because it's only gonna get more and more worse, which I don't think is proper grammar there. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just pulling some stuff up real quick because I want to be able to display this so you guys can see. So if we go and look at our channel analytics, this is the channel analytics from last year. But I don't believe we went over this. Like I said, I don't recall ever recording / uploading a update video from last year. But as you can see, we cracked some pretty good numbers. Almost 5,000 views, which is really, really nice. If we look at that, we can see what videos really popped off. I think the main thing that kind of bothers me is that when I look at these best videos, all of them are YouTube shorts. And it's not that I hate the idea of YouTube Shorts. Like, it works, so we should just try to capitalize on that. But also at the same time, it's very, at least for me, it's wishy-washy in the sense of, okay, some YouTube Shorts do really, really well. Some don't do as well. They're being uploaded at the same time every day. 10 p.m. Central Standard Time has worked for me in the past really, really successfully. So I don't know entirely like what the case is and why some of them get pushed out and some of them don't really get pushed out. Try hashtags, and some things just don't work. And that's kind of the part that sucks. In terms of subscribers, we didn't get as many as we did in 2023. But we still got 83, which I don't remember where we started off 2025. Where are we at? 53, so we were at 326. I'm doing my math correctly, so 326. Then if we jump back here, so the end of the year at 326, this means we would have started at 243. So, like, it's still a good jump because I mean, any sort of support is good. But I feel like towards the tail end of 2024, and I would say overwhelming majority of 2025, the content has not been up to the quality that it deserves. And so we'll probably come back to this point a little bit later, but as you can see, these were the analytics from last year. And if we look at right here, we're technically at more video views than last year. And we're almost 3/4 of the way through the year, which is really cool. Watch time hours, it's better from this period last year, but as far as subscribers go, yes, we're at a 10% less. Sorry, goodness. We are at a 10% decrease, but like if I look at the last month, we've gained a couple subs. It's fine. But if I look at the last 90 days, like I look at the YouTube Shorts, we got all this. Yes, the top 10 is all YouTube Shorts. Watch time hours is up, but this number right here is not moving. Now, if we look at July, we gained a couple subs there. Gained a few subs in August. In September, we've technically gone down. And I think a large majority of it, as we're sitting here, like I said, comparing apples to oranges, is if we take a look here at the content, because this is being recorded as of September 2nd. Take a look at this YouTube studio and look at how many videos either don't have a proper title or don't have a description, don't have a thumbnail. Now, for some of these thumbnails, it's really not hard to sit down and just crack out thumbnails. Also not hard to sit down and record videos, but I just haven't been able to do that. And I'm not sure why, other than I've been burnt out of doing YouTube stuff. Now, I do want to say, well, is that we've been on an upload streak on this YouTube channel of a YouTube video, a short, or a stream since May 20th of 2022. And that is a proven fact. We have done a stream, short, or YouTube video that has been uploaded to this channel every single day since that date that I just mentioned. And while that's an impressive feat, days ago was May 20th, 2022. While that's an impressive feat, if you've watched, like I said, the majority of this year, that's not a statistic that is impressive when we look at the numbers. So if we go back and look at analytics, I also don't know if these Discord notifications are popping up for you guys. Hopefully they're not. Okay, no, it's just my PC. Thank God. Because I don't know what the hell they're talking about. But when I look at these analytics for especially the last month, yeah. And then when we look at this year, while these numbers are impressive, yes, this is one of my big numbers that I would like to be going up, and I just feel like it's not. And while there feels like there's effort, there isn't effort at the same time. If you're catching my understanding, hopefully you are. But I just wanted to sit down and talk about this because I haven't really thought of, or I don't want to say thought of, but I don't know if the solution that I have is going to be the right one, or if it's going to be more of the same, if you know what I'm saying. So if we go back to, like I said, here, go back and look at our videos that are posted. We don't have anything going up or uploaded for today just yet, except this video when I finish editing it and render it and then upload it. Nothing after that. We have how many videos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 videos leading all the way back to August 8th. So a month ago, that don't have either a description, proper title, a thumbnail, or all of the above. And for me, that is not acceptable. And that's why I'm bringing this up, because it isn't acceptable and it should be better for you guys, especially if I'm trying to build a huge community of people. I mean, I've been invited to a lot of cool things throughout this year. Many different collab projects with other people. I mean, I'm just thinking about the videos that I have planned for the end of the year being the best of moments of this year. I plan on doing a best of the best of moments video that will go up next year, the beginning of next year. I don't know if we're necessarily spilling the beans with this one, but me and Drake are supposed to be working on a Mario Kart funny moments video. I don't know when that's going to happen. That's a little bit more of a two-man project, so we're gonna have to make the time to happen. And I don't necessarily want to completely kick Drake when I say this, but if it happens, I'm gonna be the one who's kicking him to let's get this shit edited. All right, we need to lock the fuck in and we need to get this shit done. But I also feel like when it comes to me and the standard I hold for myself, going back and looking at the fact that we had an upload streak of over 1,200 days now, while that is a cool streak to have, if I look at a lot of the content that has been uploaded this past year, I'm not happy with the standard that it has become. So I feel like we talked about the content being up with the standard, experiencing heavy burnout, with streams and whatnot, you may have noticed that we have stopped playing Mystery Dungeon for the time being. We've only just stuck with streaming Free Time Friday and Mario Kart Mondays as of late. That was mainly because with Mystery Dungeon, I could just never sit down and have a actual cohesive schedule to streaming Mystery Dungeon. So we're pausing it for right now. We will come back to it at some point. I don't know when yet. I don't want to throw a date out there because I want to make sure that when we're ready to come back for it and it's mentioned, it is brought back and we give it the attention it deserves and it's not stuck in a slew of other series like we've been stuck with for the most part. So the content that we have planned going on for the end of the latter portion of the year, I should say, we just talked about it. We have a couple big videos that we're planning on dropping, if not at the end of this year, then in 2026. But Legends of EA drops in like 6 weeks. And if I look at how many series I have right now, there's no shot we're gonna finish that series in a timely manner. Because the series we have right now, we just started up the Scarlet and Violet co-op again with Mr. Brown. So, breaking the fourth wall, we just finished the first DLC yesterday. We're about to start the second DLC and then do the little like prologue, epilogue thing. So realistically, there's maybe I don't know, at most 10 episodes left of that series. I'm gonna say somewhere between 6 and 10 episodes left of that series, at least on my end. Rejuvenation, I want to say we're probably about 65 or 70% done with that game. And that series has had no excuse for going on for as long as it has been. Think about it, we started that series in August of last year. And while it's a long ass game and we're not streaming it like we did with Reborn when we went back to do Reborn again, there's no excuse for us to have sporadic uploads with that series. Like it's a very in-depth, thought out, story-based game, and every time I do a recording session, I feel like I take a month off and then go back to record like 3 videos or 6 videos and then we're done, and then we don't touch the game for another month. So there's that. Like I said, I don't know how much longer of that we have left. There's Mario Kart World, which we're 26 or 27 episodes in. So we're maybe halfway done with that, if that. I mean, we've been playing Mario Kart Monday every single Monday. How the hell can I not sit down and record these Grand Prix? Which, yes, realistically, there's not going to be any sort of challenge to these Grand Prix because I'm playing against the AIs, and it's probably more entertaining to watch me play against actual people and struggle and get super duper angry over. But there's still no excuse for that. The PCC tournament, that was probably the light in terms of the content standard during this stretch of content over the last few months. By the way, all the people at the PCC are wonderful people, and I thank you guys sincerely again for the opportunity for doing such a thing, because I've been wanting to do a Pokemon Draft League style thing for years, and the fact that we made it happen, or I got the invitation to make it happen, is still something that I'm never ever going to take for granted. So there's that. I mentioned the Mystery Dungeon Marathon, and I'm trying to think of how the fuck I'm gonna manage to finish up recording, editing, uploading all those series before we get to ZA, because there's probably a good chance that I'm not finishing all these series unless I do 2 uploads a day. And if I do 2 uploads a day, that's just adding more work to something that I'm clearly burnt out of doing. So I hope you see the dilemma with this. So yeah, like I mentioned, ZA is dropping the 18th of October. Either 16th or 18th. I can't remember off the top of my dome, but that's something that I've been struggling with. I can see the Scarlet and Violet co-op series probably being done about then. But at the rate that I'm going with Rejuvenation and Mario Kart World and whatnot, that's not happening. Those aren't going to end until 2026. And that's definitely not something that should be happening. So the ultimatum I came up with, and it's something that, unless some sort of radical change happens in the months, because this is something that isn't probably going to happen for months, is a break of some sort. So no videos, no live streams from me on YouTube for some extended period of time. And while that seems like a weird decision, sometimes in life you don't realize how much you need a break until you actually get a break for yourself. And whilst content creation is something that has become a career for many, many people, even around my age, the market for it is so oversaturated that a lot of people work, I don't want to say normal jobs, because content creation has become a normal job over the last, we'll say 10 years, 10, almost 15 years, that because this is not putting money in my pocket yet, it's more of the hobby for me. It doesn't really hurt me too much if I take a break from it for a little while. Now, my break period that I said would be probably somewhere between 2 weeks up to a month. And I'm saying that because I feel like for me, the biggest reason why the break should happen is to get it out of my brain that I need to go home and I need to edit. Again, don't want to necessarily throw Drakester in the mud, but I feel like I'm in a similar position as him, in the sense of we spend a lot of time editing or saying we're going to go sit down and edit, and nothing happens because the results we have gotten from said editing doesn't meet the excitement as a creator. Because one of the things as a creator is that you're an artist and you want your piece to stand out amongst the rest. You don't want your piece to be lost in the shuffle amongst everybody else. You want your piece to be the one that people go out of their way to see, or you want it to be the one in the room that is the best. There's a lot of things that go into that as a creator. And so what I was thinking with this is, during this break period, maybe we shift the content style a little bit differently. Meaning maybe we don't do as many Let's Plays and we do more one-off videos. Not necessarily like the gameplay videos, like with us doing Rivals or us playing Rocket League or Fortnite or anything like that. As much as those videos are fun and they're cool to upload, what is the primary thing that we upload on this channel? Pokemon. So if we're uploading Pokemon-based stuff and then people are coming in to see a Rivals video, they might not stick around for it. And that doesn't mean I don't play those games. It just means that if I'm making videos, I want these videos to be the best that they can be. So if and when this break happens, I want it to be where we transition away from daily uploads if we can, because I want to And here's like the big goal. I want to cut down the amount of series that we have going on at one time, because realistically, if we take Scarlet Violet Co-op, Rejuvenation, Mario Kart World, PCC, and the Mystery Dungeon Marathon, that's 5 different series going on at one time. You can see why this is a problem. With Legend ZA coming up, if that somehow gets added to the plate, that will be 6 series that happen at one time. That should never, ever be the case. Now, if we were streaming a lot of these games, sure, I'd understand that. But with us doing videos for these games, that's where a lot of time gets eaten up from this. There's also been the fact that, just thinking about series that we've canceled in the past, there's games out there that I have wanted to play, but because I do content creation, I feel like I can't play the game unless I get my reaction to it. And that kind of sucks. But I see why it happens at the same time. And it's one of those things, as still a very small content creator, that it's a good learning curve, or a good learning step, I would say. So whenever this break happens, if it happens, like I said, if all of a sudden we get a slew of support and it makes it to where the break doesn't feel as necessary, I still feel like we need to shift to not daily uploads anymore. But I also feel like we should shift things around a little bit, because as much as I love doing Let's Plays, and maybe they can just be live Let's Plays, like live streams. Like if I do another Pokemon Nuzlocke series, unless I'm doing a co-op series with other people, we can do live streams and it's fine. It doesn't have to be video formatted. Then that's okay, because it doesn't require as much editing, or if it's editing on the fly, not so much editing in post, which is what eats up a lot of the time. So I wrote down that Pokemon Legends ZA will probably be the last series before the break, because I don't know if anything else is going to happen around that time, but the hope is that we can get these 4 video series done before ZA comes out, because I plan on doing ZA as video series. And then at that point, we can do ZA and Mystery Dungeon. And that could be a little bit more manageable, where we have one video series. We have a live stream series, and then we have consistent live streams of Monday and Friday with Mario Kart and Free Time Friday, respectively. The big thing too is that if this break happens, do not expect Mario Kart Monday streams or Free Time Friday streams during this period. Because that's the whole point of the break, is that you have to completely take yourself out of it in order for it to feel like a break. Now, there is a rare chance, given how everything falls into place and YouTube Shorts and everything of the nature, that we might have YouTube Shorts going up on the channel, but that might be the only content you guys get during the break. And again, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know how things are going to fall into place just yet. I don't know. But I just wanted to make sure that we went over this as one big crew. Because it's not an easy decision to step away from something like this, especially when I think back to when I was a kid and figured out that people do this and they're now doing it as a career. Like, I enjoy my current job as a gym teacher, don't get me wrong, but like, if I could manage to somehow do both, content creation and be a gym teacher, that's probably my sweet spot. So, but you gotta work hard for that to happen, and I don't think I've been working 100% when it comes to the content as of late. Let me know if you guys agree in the comments down below. That's completely fine if you agree. If you disagree, I'm curious to see why you disagree. because I don't think I'm being too hard on myself when I say that the content, especially as of this year, has not been up to par or not been to my liking. So, if you guys enjoyed this update video, make sure you show your support by clicking the like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm surprised that it was only a 30-minute video. I guaranteed. I told myself earlier when this video, when I was planning this video was going to go an hour. And I managed to knock everything out that I wanted to talk about in about 30 minutes. So take that, and on a hungry stomach as well. I'm surprised that I didn't think about food too much until we got to this point. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for today. If you enjoyed, hit that like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. We're going to start cracking down on these uploads. The hope is that we can get caught up with thumbnails. I thought I had a good idea with the routine of recording those videos, but with the Scarlet and Violet co-op coming back, and ECC being a co-op project, needing other people's footage and sitting down and editing those and rendering those, it's a lot of time. So once PCC is done here in the next week or two, we don't have to edit any more of those videos. Is going to be kind of nice. I mean, I like I said, I love the people who give me the opportunity, but like, it was a huge pain to get those videos edited. But I wanted to make sure that they were edited to the way that other people were doing it. So that's why I went about it that way. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed, hit the like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe. It'd be cool if we could hit 500 subs before the end of the year, but that might be a huge leap for us at this rate. I don't know. But if you guys want to check out the playlist on the channel, like I said, we got a bunch of different series that we have going on if you want to check those out. And leave comments saying, hey, bring the series back, please, so we can watch it. That might be something that can give me a kick up the ass to get these videos out for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Peace out.